February 23rd, 2024, Canada, baby. You'll have to excuse my coffee makers going off. I'm on my second pot, but they're just small pots. So, yeah. So excuse the percolating, okay, guys? It's not my stomach. Okay, alright, what are we going to go over today? We're going to go over that Putin interview, part 3. I know you guys have been waiting for it. I know. So we're going to do it right here, right now. Okay, guys? Alright, I took notes when I first watched it, when it first came out, and I got to, like, an hour and 15, minutes in total, okay? And I took notes, so we're going to zip through it, okay, guys? But first, we can't forget, we got our tent city weather report, okay? Alright, it is mild. It's supposed to go up and down temperature, okay? And then we're going to dive. And it's going to be like minus 20 with the wind chill. Like, I got to chill in my bones just thinking about it, guys. I got my Russia colors on, and I thought we'd put the other thinking cap on today, just so that our Russian friends and any friend that's hopping on, okay? I'm inclusive. I'll take anybody, okay? As long as you're not a dink, right? Right? Okay. Alright, so I got the Russia colors on, and we're going to pick up where we left off. And where was that, you ask? Well, first, look into it, okay? Because this is part 3, so there was 2 other parts prior to this, okay? But we last left off with Putin's little description about, all the Nazi stuff in the Canadian Parliament, okay, guys? Alright, here you go.
This is at the 1 hour mark.
You say Hitler has been dead for so many years, 80 years, but his example lives on. People who exterminated Jews, Russians, and Poles are alive. And the president, the current president of today's Ukraine, applauds him in the Canadian Parliament, gives a standing ovation. Can we say that we have completely uprooted this ideology if what we see is happening today? That is what denazification is in our understanding. We have to get rid of those people who maintain this concept and support this practice and try to preserve it. That is what denazification is. That is what we mean in the negotiation process. And there's nothing humiliating for Ukraine as a modern civilized state. Is any state allowed to promote Nazism? It is not, is it? That is it.
Will there be talks, and why haven't there been talks about resolving the conflict in Ukraine? Peace talks.
It's in a complex process, but still they were almost finalized. But after we withdrew our troops from Kiev, as I have already said, the other side threw away all these agreements and obeyed the instructions of Western countries, European countries, and the United States to fight Russia to the bitter end.
Huh, guys?
Moreover, the president of Ukraine has legislated a ban on negotiating with Russia. He signed a decree forbidding everyone to negotiate with Russia. But how are we going to negotiate if he forbade himself and everyone to do this? We know that he is putting forward some ideas about this settlement, but in order to agree on something, we need to have a dialogue. Is that not right?
Guys, would you look at that? I had that down here that the Ukraine president forbid everyone from negotiating with Russia. Okay? And Putin said in order to agree on something, we need dialogue. I was pretty sure I had that right, okay? Alright, so let's get back at her, okay, guys? Alright?
I cannot remember when I talked to him. I do not remember. We can look it up.
You don't remember?
No. Why? Do I have to remember everything? I have my own things to do. We have domestic political affairs.
Well, he's funding the war that you're fighting, so I would think that would be memorable.
Well, yes, he funds, but I talked to him before the special military operation, of course. And I said to him then, by the way, I will not go into details, I never do, but I said to him then, I believe that you are making a huge mistake of historic proportions by supporting everything that is happening there, in Ukraine, by pushing Russia away. I told him repeatedly, by the way. I think that would be correct if I stop here.
What did he say?
Ask him, please. It is easier for you. You are a citizen of the United States. Go
He's
and
kind
ask
of
him.
a classy
It is
guy
not
in some
appropriate for
ways,
me to
guys.
comment on what's there to work out? It's very simple. I repeat. We have contacts through various agencies. I will tell you what we are saying on this matter and what we are conveying to the U.S. leadership. If you really want to stop fighting, you need to stop supplying weapons. It will be over within a few weeks. That's it. And then we can agree on some terms. Before you do that, stop. What's easier? Why would I call him? What should I talk to him about? Or beg him for what?
Hey guys, so I had that down here too at the 106, 107 mark, okay? Putin says if you want the war to be over, quit supplying Ukraine. Okay, I don't want to see anybody die, okay? But that Ukrainian president, he's as shady as Joe and Justin, okay? Alright? Alright, guys? Are you seeing that? Alright? Are you catching the drift, guys? Holy moly. And might I add that I noticed when I was watching that Canadian convoy coming, and we were about 3 weeks into it, all of a sudden, this war with Ukraine started. Coincidence? Who knows, guys? But the Western is nosing around and causing all these problems. So, hey, Joe, what do you know? Hey, why don't you call up Putin? Okay, Chrystia Friesland, okay? Justin Trudeau, okay? Quit supplying Ukraine. Putin said it'd be over. Actually, guys, I'm ending her right there, okay? I watched half of it. I watched a little bit more, but you guys are going to do the rest of the research yourselves, okay? Putin gave you what needs to happen, okay? I'm going to leisurely take my sweet time finishing this interview, and you guys are going to do the rest yourselves, okay, guys? Alright? Because it's a lot of work, okay? And I'm not getting paid, alright? I should be at work and I'm not, okay, guys? Happens, okay, guys? Alright, stay true, get to talking, and get those kids doing their homework this weekend, okay? And maybe sit down and make it a family thing. Try to figure this on your own.